Hey, hey. Um, Season 6, Episode 7, Game of Thrones, The Broken Man. So, y'all just wasn't gonna tell me that Hound wasn't dead. Nah. I mean, yeah. See, this is why you can't trust people. This is why I have trust issues to this day. If y'all told me, I would have been mad. But I feel betrayed even though you didn't tell me. What am I supposed to do? So in an episode where we found out Hound is alive, Arya might be dead. Man. Arya booked a flight out. Man, some spittle just flew. I mean, I'm smooth out my mouth. Arya just booked, not a flight, but she booked a trip out of the city. I mean, she just slammed the cash, the coin cash on the thing. He was like, "You can't afford it." She was like, "Blop, blop." She was like, "We leave in the morning." And as she's walking away, this old lady walked up on her, and I was like, "Oh man," I was like, "This old lady may be wrecked." Nope, stab Sansa at least 5 times, and then twisted it. Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst is an awful person, and she doesn't say much. She's been awful from day one. But how could this? I don't understand how this relationship turned from "you saved me, I'll kill anybody for you," in which he still owes her one more kill, if I'm not mistaken. She just never cashed it in. And oh shit, come on, man. And then yeah, so I don't know how it turned to medieval Jesus using, you know, his apprentice to kill Sansa just because she ain't work out. And anyway, it's like the mob, man. Stabbed Sansa. She jumped in the water on some Jason Statham type shit, like on some transporter shit. And she got little on him. So anyway, she resurfaced. Now she's walking through the streets holding her stomach, and everybody's looking at her like they're, a mini face god. Hound is alive. Um, what's the old boy name? Whoever was the head of that little sect, the religious sect, was he's famous. I just can't think of his name. So anyway, but he's basically saying, Hound, I used to be. He's got like a little village of people that he travels with. They feed, they work. They like medieval Amish people. You know what I mean? They just chilling. And the dude who, so the Hound is like, man, I don't want to hear that, but I guess this guy found Hound, when he was almost dead, or he should have been dead. That's some bullshit. Or maybe not. So anyway, let me keep going. I'm going too slow. So yeah, it comes back and Hound, and they was like, "Yo, let's eat." Hound was like, "Nah, man, it's gonna be a cold night. I'm gonna keep chopping wood." And this guy comes by earlier, who I think he's the guy who killed Senior Greyjoy, and I think it's that guy. And he was just like, "Oh, so y'all got horses?" He was like, "Nah." He's like, "Y'all got food?" Dude was like, "Man, the food is for us, man." He was like, "Okay, stay safe. The night is dark and full of terrors." And I was like, "What?" Because he's not one of those people. Why would he say that? Unless he thought they were that. I don't know. So anyway, they leave. Like, man, shut up. He leave, and the Hound was working, and all of a sudden, Hound hears horses. He comes back. Man, they came back and killed everybody, and then hung Antonio Banderas on the thing. And I was like, man, what is going on? So now Hound's back on his Hound shit. I'm sure next time we see him, he'll have his full armor of God on, with an axe and a sword and shit. Let's see. Marjorie, she really on this High Sparrow sack, man. It's crazy. Like she's talking to him, and he trying to he's like, "Yo, I heard you and Toman ain't been, doing it lately." she was just like, I just don't have the same desires. And he was like, he said something else kind of crazy though. He said, to do that doesn't require desire, it just requires patience. I was just like, was he talking about to feel like she want to have sex, or to feel? Well, I guess he was talking about that. Anyway, I'm not quite sure what he was talking about. If he was, because at first I thought maybe he was saying that, hey, you don't need to. You just need to give him, let Tommen come in anyway. You just need to get him this son so that we can keep this thing going. See, right then, he sounds like Marjorie. I mean, not Marjorie, but Cersei. Anyway, G-Mom, she went to talk to, wait, what? Yeah, they trying to get her a baby. And then what happened? So she went to talk to G-Mom. G-Mom's like, I ain't having that. Come on back to the spot, And basically she told G-Mom, she was like, I've changed, She was like, whatever, man, come on back to the spot. She hit G-Mom's with the 7 blessings, Grandma. It was the most religious. I don't really know what's going on, because Marjorie is much like Cersei. She's cunning. She's a plotter. She knows Cersei still doesn't care for her. And then later on, Cersei approaches Grandma. Grandma was like, look, I'm gone. Cersei was like, you got to stay. We got to fight them. She says, Cersei, she's like, you lost, Cersei. She's like, first she said, you should leave. If you have any brains, if you're as smart as you think you are, you should leave. Then she said, you've lost, Cersei. She said, that's the only thing that brings me joy in this whole mess. Grandmama's savage, though. I love her. She said, Cersei, I wonder if you're the worst person I've ever met. And she said, you should leave before. She said, I'm getting the hell out of here before these shoeless zealots throw me in their jail cell. She said, you lost, Cersei. That's the only joy I could find in all this misery. That's what she said. Okay, so yeah, Jaime and Bronn, they walk up on some other Greyjoy's, not Greyjoy, Theon's men. They're kind of imbeciles trying to take over Blackfish. And when that doesn't work, they threaten to kill what's-her-name's uncle. And he was like, nah. He called his bluff, and he was talking to the king. He was like, listen, if you don't come out here, I'm going to slit his throat. He was like, slit his throat. He's like, damn, I can't do it. So anyway, that's when Jaime and Bronn walk up, and Jaime was like, I'm in charge of this thing now. And then he walks up to the castle, and he's like, listen, man, you know why I'm here. I'm here to take this whole thing. And dude calls Jaime's bluff. He was like, listen, I got enough for 2 years, okay? Hundreds of my people will die. Thousands of yours could die. You willing to wait 2 years? I didn't think so. And then he goes back in the house. He's calling everybody bluff, and I love it. Theon's on the ship with his sister and everybody else. And everybody else is enjoying the pleasures of sex workers. And he can't. He just looking like, I wish, that must be awful. Sister even kind of, rigged him about it. So she tried to give him a little rigged. The sister she was ragging on him about it. And anyway, so she gave him a little pep talk. Jon is having a hard time gathering people. He went to this one, what was his name? The priest from Sons of Anarchy. He went to his daughter. I think that was him. And she wasn't having it at first, and then Davos stepped in like he does. He has a gift for gab, He was like, listen, man, this is what's happening. She was like, okay, cool. I mess with you. And Jon was like, okay, well, how many soldiers can we expect? She was like, 62. And then they went to another place, and they don't want to fight for no wildlings. So anyway, yeah, so Sansa sends a raven out, and it's gonna be interesting. This shouldn't have been 10 minutes long. My fault. I'm out of here.